Hi, Kevin. How are you? Nice to see you.
Kevin.
Hi. Kevin, because you've already achieved so much this season, the adrenaline of the way that you clinched the Premier League, the FA Cup final, the fantastic scenes with the fans. How difficult is it to find the balance to make sure you also do the normal things, relax with the family as well ahead of the final?
To be fair, it went pretty easy after the cup final. You know, I went home. When I came home, I went to bed. My kids were asleep, and then we had 2 days off, so it was pretty relaxed. I think after the Chelsea game, we had a club party that was enjoyable, but I think since then it's been pretty mellow and just done what I usually done, and even like now, it's a regular day. You know, with kids, you have school runs, you have all that stuff, so it makes it pretty easy, I guess.
Are you the sort of person, Kevin, that needs that to get the best from yourself, that needs that to go back to the family and the normal things?
Well, I think everybody enjoys to celebrate, but you know, there's a moment and there's a time. I think we had that moment after Chelsea because there was a week where it wasn't really that important for us anymore, and I think, you know, after the cup game, I felt like it was better for me to go home, and you know, my family helps me anyway with my career, so yeah, it's been fine.
Kevin, you've been at City now for nearly 10 years. What would it mean to you to win the Champions League for the blue side of Manchester?
Well, it would obviously be really nice, you know, it would be special because it would be the first time that this club has done it, and for me also, but you know, I don't put any added pressure on what do I need to do as a player, and you know, I try to be the best player I can be this Saturday, and hopefully the end result will be good.
What are you expecting from this Inter Milan team as well?
Well, it's going to be tough, you know. I know people see us as favourites anyway, and they talk about a lot of stuff, but Inter, they're very clear what they do, their system, their playing style, the players they have are quality. So it's tough anyway, and you know, final brings always an extra dimension. So we'll need to be fully prepared and ready on Saturday.
Kevin, what's the manager been saying to you ahead of this game?
Not much yet. You know, we had 2 days off, so we started training again today, and today we didn't do too much on Inter. It was more getting back in the rhythm. I think you guys saw we played some small games, so the intensity and the quality was good, and yeah, for the rest, not much yet.
What's your relationship like with Pep? I mean, there was a bit of attention drawn, wasn't there, a couple of times this season when you seem to have a few kind of feisty exchanges in the games?
Yeah, that's fine. You know, I don't see any issue. We've never talked about it after or before or whatever. Like, these are things that happen, you know. You play competitive sport at the highest level, so you do everything to win, and you know, that happens with players, that happens with coaches, and you know, there's nothing bad about it in my eyes, and I don't think in his eyes, because otherwise he would pull me in his office.
How much has this team changed? I mean, this year we talk a lot about it from the outside, but perhaps compared to the last team that got to a Champions League final, what have been the big changes, the big differences between those sides?
I don't feel like a lot has changed. Obviously, personnel changed, but I feel like the spirit of the group has been pretty much the same in the 8 years I've been here. The group is really nice. They're really tied together. I don't feel like there's any superstars in the team. Everybody's willing to do the job they're meant to do. And you know, I always feel a lot of fire for winning trophies, even after all the things that we've done. People go again and again, and sometimes it's a little bit harder, and sometimes it gets easier. But for the rest, I don't feel like there's a lot change that happened.
Kevin, Thierry Henry was watching the training this morning. Do you have the chance to speak with Thierry Henry?
No, I just said hello, but you know, I know Thierry really well from national team anyway, so it's always good to see him.
Kevin, talk to us then about what it would mean for you personally to lift the Champions League. I guess it's the one major trophy, the one major medal you're yet to achieve in your career.
Yeah, it would be pretty special, but I just want to try and perform the best way I can do on Saturday, and you know, I don't feel any added pressure. You know, this season's been incredible, no matter what happens, but it could be unbelievable if we win on Saturday. So maybe that makes people more at ease anyway, but you know, I can't speak for anybody else. Like, I feel fine, I feel good to go, and yeah, that's it.
Do you look back with, I don't know, what are your feelings when you look back on that first Champions League final, personally?
Nothing, you know. It's part of being a professional football player, you know. I played the final. I thought I was ready for it, and in the end, we didn't play really well. But I felt the final was tight, and then obviously I had the injury, and then you know all the rest that was on it, and that happens. And I don't feel any bad feelings towards it. It's part of something that happens in your football life, and I can't only take the good things that happen in my career and put the bad things away, and I don't look back in any bad emotion or good emotion. It's just what it is. It's part of it, and you move on.
Do you find that those setbacks that you've had, not personally, but even as a group in this competition in particular, have they made you stronger, more prepared for going out this weekend and delivering the trophy?
Well, if we win, yes. If we don't win, then no. So, but I'm not that kind of person, you know. You just try and be the best you can be, and hopefully that will be enough on Saturday.
Thanks, mate.
Thank you.
Cheers, Kevin. All the best.